Hello, everybody. It is Sunday night, and it's been a long weekend, and it looks a little different in here because it's not daylight, so you're just seeing the room with its light on, so that's why it looks a little different. I wanted to share with you why I kind of started this blog. I read a story on Facebook that said, you know what, things have to change. People need to understand and have empathy and sympathy and love for each other. And even though you don't know everybody's story, you really don't know what's behind those closed doors. And I am the perfect example of that. Perfect example of that. So when I read this person's story, which I do have permission to share, it just ripped at my heart. And I thought, you know what? This is the time. This is the time that we all need to come together and be supportive and loving and authentic and just be our best selves. So I'm going to read you her story, okay? It was on the Andover community page is where it was, and I have to read it because I don't have it memorized. So she was on the online, and she was told that she should be ashamed and that she was not legit and that she was only looking for a handout. And listen to her story. So she says, I have to do a little, what do I want to do? Word replacement here. I am not a crappy person. I am not lazy. And many of you know me personally. And here's my story. So this is her story. Not to solicit pity or handouts, but I have lived in Andover since 2011. I have owned a home in Andover since 2015. I have paid my taxes on time and everything else. I rented a townhome behind Target before that, and I have worked full-time since I was 24 years old, and I'm 42 now. In May of 2016, my daughter passed away from SIDS at a local home daycare. Anyone associated with this knows me. Provider was not at fault. Let's be clear on that, which I love, because after 20 years of being a provider, that says a lot about her character to me. Though I persevered, I had a 10-year-old after all. And in September of 2017, I was blessed with twin boys after IVF struggles. And because I wasn't done being a mom. The boys gave me heart failure as I worked my butt off despite 10 weeks of bed rest and no work. One was dead at birth, but revived. The other was fine, and both are happy, healthy 3-year-olds now. I spent their first year home because I didn't want another child to die. And we all can understand that. I controlled the environment and I did my part. My daughter's death caused my husband at the time to start drinking. And for 2 years, I worked full-time at a local urgent care, and I likely took care of many of you on this Andover site. I did this on the weekends and 1 day a week to allow myself to be the primary caregiver of my little boys. While working, my ex threw beer and bourbon bottles at my oldest. My ex drove drunk with my toddlers more than once. My ex slapped me, hit me, and ultimately threw me into a dumpster on our daughter's 4th birthday, which was 12/10/2019. My mom passed away in October of 2019. I took my inheritance and in January of 2020 filed for an order of protection. In March of 2020, I lost my job due to COVID. April 2020, one of my twins was diagnosed with autism. May through July of 2020, she collected unemployment. And in June, she decided the divorce was finally finalized. She got 100% legal and physical custody. In July of 2020, she started a job that allowed for her to care for her kids and be home evenings and weekends. But she's been playing catch up ever since. So with sporadic daycare help and sporadic support, yet she still worked, she figured it out. And in October of 2020, she was finally able to pay all of her bills. She cannot afford extras, could not give 2 cents about herself. I'm doing what needs to be done for my kids. I try to keep my yard clean and trim for my neighbors, and I am trying. If this makes me selfish for asking for Santa help, then I am placing the bar, this is lovely, kind of sad, then I am placing the bar way too high for this community that I live in. Aside from Anoka County site, Who can I get for Christmas? Who can I contact for Christmas help? Um, and then she wrote, before I get any grief, I work full time and support my 3 kids alone. I make too much for welfare or any other county support. I am trying. And I read this and it just, oh my God, it ripped at my heart, because look at her story. And she asked for help, and she got the naysayers who were just all over her on social media. So I reached out and I told her about Toys for Joys. I also told her about another program that's available to her. But we need to be lifting each other up. Life is hard. I've had an action for a protection order for myself in a previous life again. And what I just want to convey is the reason I'm doing this vlog is that we share, we be authentic, we support, we love each other, and we be the best that we can be. I apologize that I didn't do this yesterday. My dad is 91 and having some struggles right now. And I actually didn't get home till 8 o'clock last night. And I figured you guys did not want to see me at 8 o'clock at night. Not that you want to see me at 6:30 either on a Sunday. But I promised that I would post this. And I just want you to take care, think about others, do your part. Let's spread joy, okay? We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.